Thoughts between Chapter 9 and Chapter 10. 4:44 a.m., Wednesday, June 9th, 2021. Recently I went on a rash of clothes buying. I seem to resist my online clothing shopping addictions for a while, and then it's a buying binge. This seems to especially happen when I've been stressed. We heard that graduations would be allowed, and this is good since my daughter is graduating this year. She's very excited for it. Clothing buying has only been possible online for weeks and weeks. This, of course, makes it tricky for getting her a nice grad outfit. So I talked with her and said that if we wanted anything to arrive on time, we would have to order something now. She agreed, and we had a very fun girl bonding session looking online for an outfit. On one retailer's website, we found a cute dress and a really cute pair of block heel sandals with little flowers on the top. Then we waited, excited for our order to arrive. We chatted for the next several days about graduation and how nice she will look, and there was so much joy anticipating all this. In the meantime, even though I didn't need to, I felt I had to order myself a new outfit. Then the package arrived with her new clothes. We were so excited. It was all awful. The sizing was way off. The dress was massive and even had a little hole in the front, and the shoes were so cheap and small she couldn't even get her feet into them. We were very disappointed. I was really bothered. I was crushed. I was angry at the crappy, cheap quality I'd been duped into buying. I went into my closet and pulled out two perfectly good black dresses. One is cute and kind of funky, and the other is classic and won't go out of style. She loved how both looked on her and got excited again. The first one is technically a bit too big for her. The second I wore to Dad's funeral. I tried not to think of that part. So what? It's a very good dress, and she loved how she looked in it, I reasoned. It's better to reuse clothes anyway. But it's the dress from Dad's funeral. Is it cursed with sadness and grief? I found myself online on the phone the very next morning on a different site scouring for a dress. I found one that looks like what I imagine a young woman should emulate at grad. Fresh, joyful, youthful fashion. I also ordered a proper pair of shoes for her. Not as much cute, girly pizzazz in these shoes, and no little flowers, but they should be much better quality. In the meantime, my new top arrived. It's okay, but not exactly what I was expecting. I have been finding this with a lot of clothing for the past year. Very little has arrived being exactly what I'd hoped it would be. So when I woke up this morning again, in the darkest hours before dawn, it suddenly hit me. Oh my God. I have all these clothes and such an attachment to each and every item because all through my teen years, I rarely had nice clothes. Or, more accurately, I never felt like I had the right clothes. My parents, and especially Mom, like I keep mentioning, were thrifty. Very thrifty. As a little kid, I often wore my brother's hand-me-down pants. Mom said I had a boxy body with no waist, and girls' pants didn't seem to fit me as well. When I was 10, Mom bought me an actual pair of girls' jeans. They were $25, and that was expensive then. I was almost never allowed to have white shirts as a kid. Mom thought white got dirty too easily. I'm not saying this was like abuse or anything, but as soon as I was able to afford my own clothes, I loved white tops. I thought they were so beautiful. Such a decadent treasure, that perilous white top. Clothes were a big deal in high school. This really had an impact on me. Elementary school was different when I was a kid. Clothes weren't such a big deal. Trendy labels were the exception, not the norm. That all changed when I got to high school. Clothes mattered. I did not have nice clothes for the school dances. I didn't have particularly beautiful clothes to wear to special events. I kind of had to wing it, approximate, and make do. Oh yes, I know how completely fucking shallow this sounds, but convince me that teen years aren't the most socially cutthroat of years. Anyway, that bothered me back then. I wanted to look cute, and I wanted to look nice for things so bad. So I got a job and started to buy my own clothes. It was liberating. I lost a bunch of weight and bought some really cute things to wear. It was exhilarating. I gained all that weight back, but a cute shirt could always make me feel better about myself. I felt depressed and I bought myself presents. Stuffing my room full of shirts to cover pain, anxiety, depression, cravings for love, cravings for excitement, you name it. You know what friggin' sucks is that there are items of clothes I got rid of that I still think of with regret and loss, even if they didn't fit right. Honestly, nothing like holding on to everything to combat that deep feeling of loss I'd been carrying for so long. So here we are, and when that crummy grad outfit showed up for my daughter, I projected all my disappointment onto that and went into a down spiral scramble mode to fix it because I never want my kids to feel the way I did when I was their age. Good grief. I'm still working on these lessons. You can't protect everyone. You can't save everyone. And you can't prevent everyone from having pain in their lives. Also, it's not the clothes that make the woman, it's the woman who makes the clothes. Well, more work to be done. Saturday, June 12th, 2021. More thoughts. Okay, so I thought about my thing with clothes. I was having a moment the other day, and for a little bit I was feeling shame about all the clothes I have. It's not a hoarder house level by any means, but it's more clothing than I need. I felt ashamed and embarrassed, and I cried. I'll talk about crying more in and of itself, but when I need to cry now, I let it out. I truly believe crying is absolutely imperative and is like an unmatched cleansing of past pain. I like to do it on my own as much as possible because these are purging sessions that are for me. So I felt very bad about it for a brief while, but I'm getting very, very good at supporting myself now and seeing the good and bad in everything. And I thought, okay, so my vice is clothing. So what? There are much worse things a person can do in this world than have more shirts than she needs. Yes, I still need to work on the sadness and self-esteem issues that ultimately created the need, but I will continue to love and nurture myself to a better path.